Hi friends, hope you're all doing well. Just wanted to share something with you that I thought of while I was on my run this afternoon. It was a very hot run, and I was in the last mile of that run when I came across a big hill I had to ascend to finish out that last mile. And right as I was looking at that hill and thinking about how tired I was, the main theme from Apollo 13 popped in my playlist. And as I listened to that music, ascending that hill, I started thinking about those men and that famously doomed flight and how they responded to the situation at hand. And I came up with 3 takeaways by the time I finished the rest of that run. And the first one was this: that when calamity strikes, we have a choice. We can either panic or we can persevere. These men had a life or death situation that they were facing, and they could have given into panic very easily. But instead they chose to figure out a way to get home, that they were going to find a way out of this, that they were going to persist and they were going to persevere through this problem. So when obstacles come our way, we'll have those same kind of choices. We can either get distracted and panic from the fear that we think that we're going to face, or we can work through it and push through it. The second takeaway I had was this: that they used the things that they had available to them on hand to solve their problems. They couldn't wait to get back home and try to fix this oxygen leak. There was no getting back home. They were going to die. They were going to run out of oxygen. So they had to use the things that were available to them. And that made me realize that, how often that we wait and procrastinate to accomplish something because we say that, well, the time's just not right. Or if I had this resource, or if I had this thing, then that would help me, and then I'll do it then. But that's just putting off, delaying the goals that we've set for ourselves. So instead, I would encourage us that we need to lean into the things, the resources that we have on hand, instead of waiting for those perfect things to come to us. The third takeaway was this: that they could not solve this problem themselves. Those 3 men famously said, Houston, we have a problem. And it took a team back on Earth, a team of engineers, to help them solve that problem. And so they had to phone a friend, if you will. And how many times, have I sometimes let pride or my ego stand in the way, like, hey, I can figure this out by myself. I can work on this by myself, and I can make it work. No, instead, what I'm doing is I'm passing up the opportunity to lean into the knowledge of people who are further down the road than I am, and use them as a resource to help me to get to where I want to go. So 3 things that just popped in my head. I hope those things could help you. When trouble strikes, we can either panic or we can persevere. Use the resources that we have around us instead of waiting for some future resources to come to us. Or thirdly, call on a mentor, phone a friend, reach out to someone who can help you instead of trying to do it on your own. So these things kind of helped me, and I had to come back and write them down and commit to doing better at them. And I hope this may have been insightful for you as well. So until next time, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thanks.